We are live.
Woo!
I just need to go to the regular space now. I don't know where I want to watch this from. Do I want to watch this from YouTube
All
or like
right. Let's.
wait, I need to get to YouTube. 2 seconds.
All right. I'm gonna. We're. You know what? Today's been a day of technical difficulties.
Oh, I
Oh
see
my
Astrid
it.
came through. Otherwise, this would not be happening now, or y'all would be on
yeah.
Twitch.
Nah, man, Twitch is also complicated. I tried going in there and I was like, the platform was so confusing to me. I was like, no.
All right. I'm retweeting it so people see and join us.
Yes, we can wait a little bit while everybody joins.
Yeah. Can you see if people are here?
Yeah, I can see, but nobody's here just yet.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I opened it on YouTube
Danny's on
too.
her way.
Natalia, I added you to the other one that I have for Latinx creators. So
I'm in
Oh,
that
okay.
one.
See, I didn't get that one. Now I
I
have a
added you to
question.
the
Can we share the StreamYard link or do they have to watch it on YouTube?
Who?
mm,
Like, is that a thing?
I think they have to watch it on YouTube
Okay. No, I was just
yeah.
checking. I had like no idea.
because otherwise they could join in.
That's what I was thinking too.
Okay. Okay. I just
We're
like
still figuring this out.
yeah, well the reason I'm asking, although it says here that the comments would come up for me, but I was asking because I'm like, if I open the YouTube channel on a separate screen, it lags for me, like because I'm listening to it and watching it.
Oh,
So
I see it. Yeah.
yeah. But we can't see if people have joined on StreamYard, so somebody has to check it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I
I
have the
do have
YouTube
it.
one open.
There's one person watching. There's one. That might be.
Me probably.
Oh yeah, because you have it on. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, we can wait until there's at least like 5 people. It's cool. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. I'm on the YouTube now, so I can see it.
Otherwise, we can just talk about it and then people can come watch it later. But it's a lot more fun with people.
I swear I'm paying attention. I'm just also like telling people to join the live stream.
No, no, I feel you. I'm gonna. Oh, I just saw your message. Hey, y'all, it's Knox. Why am I right now? I'm on the Consoler Reading Challenge Twitter. It's not where I want it to be.
Yeah, I shared it in the Latinx creators that I have, the group chat. I added the link there too.
Awesome.
Why did I just start singing High School Musical? We may never know.
We may never know. Oh, okay. I just saw myself in the Latinx creators chat. I was like,
I added you on it.
yeah. I just saw it. I hadn't received any like things. So,
Notification?
ooh, Danny's coming. See, we can wait because Danny has to arrive. So
Yeah. The
she
main
can
event.
also she can also eat and chat. Like I'm not opposed.
I'm not either.
Hey,
Because
look,
honestly, it's a mood.
snacks ready just in case.
Yes. I got my water somewhere. Where'd I put it?
And
Oh
then
well.
water too. My best friend tonight.
Stay hydrated.
My other
H2.
best friend
Oh yeah.
while I recover.
I just noticed that like when you guys chat because you're connected to your YouTube chats, it connects it to our YouTube channels, which is kind of cool.
It does?
I put
Yeah,
both.
like when like Astrid just chatted right now and said hi y'all, and it puts her YouTube channel next to the
Yeah,
chat
yeah,
message. Hmm.
yeah. I'm like, that's why in my name I put both the
Ooh, I'm trying
handles.
to click.
Smart, but I didn't do that, and we're live now,
Oh,
so I can't just back out. But that's okay because people can click on my chat message if they really want to.
there's supposed to be a
Oh
thing where
man,
like if you click on, is it only you that can click on somebody's thing to share to highlight their comment?
I don't think
Or can
so. I
all of us
thought it
do
was
that?
supposed. Oh, here I got this. Um, Oh yeah,
There
I think
you
it.
go. I love this.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Yeah, it's
think
a
okay.
it's
little bit
just
delayed
you
on the
because
on
I've been
YouTube
trying to
Okay.
channel.
highlight Astrid.
I thought it what was I gonna say? I thought it highlighted like automatically, but like that's also cool that you can pick like what to highlight. So as I was wondering how that we have
We
one
have a
person.
friend.
Hello,
Hola.
hi Leland. We're just
Welcome to
waiting
the
for a
highlight
couple
of
of
our
people
day.
to show up. Feel free to chat with us.
Landing always coming through.
Yes. There she is. Hola,
Hey.
chicas.
So Danny's gonna be a little late.
Yes. She's having some scrumptious foods.
We're running on Latinx time.
I just heard No, don't be sorry for the delay. It's cool.
All right.
Yeah, just a little bit delayed when it gets to the YouTube channel, but it's all good.
Yeah, that's why like I
Mm.
suggest we don't watch the YouTube channel. Because
Mhm.
then we're gonna get confused, but they'll see it no matter what. So
Yeah, we'll be able to see
Yeah.
everyone's
hmm
responses.
yeah.
All right.
Mm.
My
Yes,
day
so
has been made.
yes. So Danny said 40
Mm.
minutes, so she'll be here
Yes.
later. So who knows?
We'll
She
have a
might be here for
special
2
guest
hours.
appearance at the end.
She's
Yes.
the main event.
Always.
Oh, Boricua Reed says she's coming soon. So yeah, I say we give it some time until we have like a couple people. I see 2 people watching us with
Mhm.
their eyes.
All
That
right.
way nobody misses out and they're like, "No."
All right. I'm looking to make sure. Thank you. I'm eating too. No worries. Yes.
Thank you.
I
I'm
need to
eating
know
too.
one word that describes this
Is this
novel.
novel?
Amazing.
That's a good question though. That's a good question.
Amazing.
Oof. I haven't finished it yet, so I can't say, but I'm like,
It's like we have one person that doesn't give star ratings, one
One
person
person
who
who
hasn't
hasn't
finished,
finished.
and one person who did. Yes. I mean, I couldn't not finish it. I was posting the discussion questions, so like that would have been kind of
mm.
I read the entire thing yesterday.
Hey, that's good though. All
Well,
right,
what
let's see.
happened was
One word
I
that describes this novel. I'm trying to think though.
Mm.
Relatable, I think.
Oh yes,
yep.
yeah.
I too am a hoarder of books.
Yes, high
You know,
five everybody.
when she said that, I looked around and I was like, I'm
Call
surrounded by
out.
books. They're on the floor. They're on the
It's
desk.
like,
They're on my shelves. Yep. Seems like a problem.
Let's just
uh,
hold up.
I was gonna tweet at Laura and say I did not want to be called out, but thank you very much.
Let's just. This is all just within arm's reach. Oh, bleep.
Oh, wait, is that Oasis?
Yes. Is
Oh,
it?
I have it too.
Yes. Let's better read.
Yes, please. Let's buddy read.
All
Oh,
right.
hey,
And Dracula.
Abuelita is here.
Hey. This was all just within arm's reach. I am quite the hoarder of
You
books.
want to know arm's reach? They're already stacked and everything right here.
All good
No
to
chill.
go.
No chill whatsoever.
All right.
All right, I say we give it like 3 more minutes and then start and then let everybody else come in. You know, everybody obviously can watch while they're eating. It's cool, not a problem.
I love this book so much.
I know. Sometimes I wish like my blog post could be just all the notes I took as I was reading every chapter because I feel
Oh,
like
that would
that's
be
my
interesting.
organic reaction. Oh, the hermit librarian has
Yes,
arrived.
Ooh.
Parker. Woo.
Woohoo! And I love it. Boom, I'm here. Yes, that's the way you come into a YouTube chat.
It's like they know they graced us with their presence.
They really did though. Oh man.
Like making sure my grandma's not yelling for me. I'm like, okay, we're good.
I know. I told my parents I was gonna be doing this, so I was like, I'm gonna be disappeared all day, but I'll be back at like 9, 10 p.m. It's cool.
Don't worry, you're not late, really.
You're not late. We're missing our wonderful Danny, and she'll be back shortly because she's having food.
I don't know
She'll make
why
a
I
big
automatically
entrance.
started the Danny Phantom theme song started going in my head.
You are wild.
Should we explain the technical difficulties while we're waiting?
Yes. Let's do so we can all laugh together about it. And how Astrid
Yeah.
saved the day.
Astrid.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened was that I messaged Astrid about 12 p.m. this morning, or well, this afternoon or something like that. And I was like,
Mm.
Astrid, jump on here so I can figure this out. And me and Astrid were at this for a good like 5 hours or something. And then Knox came in, and then Astrid ended up saving the day by being like, "Oh, by the way, I just saw somebody else's YouTube channel and they're using StreamYard, so how about we check that out?" And then here we are.
Oh
The
my
rest is
goodness.
history.
I've
So we
literally spent since I woke up now with Natalia and Astrid.
we just and then things were lagging, so we're like, we can't have this chat if people are like 20 minutes behind our conversation. So yeah, but we made it. And I say we can start
Yeah.
for now. So like, hey guys, welcome to our Library of Lost Things discussion.
Woo!
Woohoo! So we actually wanted to start with what rating we gave the book. Um
Should we also
so
introduce ourselves?
yes, we should introduce ourselves. It's my first time, guys. I'm working on it. All right.
You're
So
doing great.
I'm I'm Natalia at Natalia de Jesus M, and I run a YouTube channel called Books Built Life, and I like reading and all the things. So here I am. Who's next? Knox, Astrid, go.
Oh, okay. I'm going, I guess. I was like, what order are we going in? um, Hi everyone, I'm Knox. I forgot everything about myself ever. Oh yeah, I have a booktube at Knox Reads. I have a bookstagram at Knox Reads, and then I have a book blog called Knox the Reader. And I'm just happy to be here.
Yay!
Yeah. And me, I'm Astrid. On Twitter, I'm Astrid, but on the vlog and the bookstagram is Book Lovers Book Reviews. That's why I added it there. And then I have my blog coming up with Natalia soon. We have our own separate blog with another
Woo!
name. Algarete Latin, because we're all over the place. Um, I have the bookstagram. I haven't finished the book, so I can't rate it yet, but I'll put not yet rated until I rate it when I finish this, hopefully.
I completely forgot rating the book.
It's okay. So did I. I
So,
didn't read it because
not
then
yet
you said it.
rated until the live show ends.
All right. So now that we've introduced ourselves, we can say our rating. So Knox, you weren't late. It's cool.
All
Um,
right.
so I rated the book a 5. I called it my Narnia. I want to live in the book. It was awesome. I was here for it. So that's all I gotta say about that.
I don't do star
Mm.
ratings because they confuse and intimidate me. Um, I would say though that this would be like a. I have a whole thing on my book blog explaining how I rate books in my very arbitrary Knox, what are you thinking way. But I think this one like deserves more hype than it's given. It's just that good.
Mhm.
It's possibly a new favorite. I just love this so much.
Yeah.
Also, Leland said, "We're so happy you have this. We're so happy you showed up." And
Honestly, we appreciate it.
Parker said that they may pop in and out because their son's still awake. If they miss something, they may have to ask again. That's fine. You do you. And hi to your son.
Hey, somebody gave it a 5 too. Woo!
Candace here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
So what question do we want to start with, Knox? Hit me.
Who here loved Asher?
Me.
Two,
Where
because
can
one
I
is not
find
enough.
one? That's the important part. Where can I find me an Asher?
If you
The
find
gender,
one,
the
let me
gender
know.
doesn't matter. I just need an Asher. All right.
It's called Build a Boyfriend. We go give them the description of Asher, they'll make them for us.
See, like
I don't know.
I've
I don't know.
I've been thinking about Asher Fleet. I finished the book yesterday, and I started the book yesterday, and I've been thinking about how much I love Asher Fleet all day. Oh, you love Marisol way better than
To be
Asher.
fair,
Marisol
okay,
is
okay.
amazing.
We can talk about that. Marisol is amazing. Honestly, you know,
Yes.
I think everybody deserves a Marisol, like just in
Yes.
life. Uh, and I just okay, so I do like that their friendship was very centered in the storyline as well, because it was like Asher and Marisol had like equal parts importance. Like it wasn't like their romance was more important or their friendship was more. Well, actually, their friendship was more important, and it did show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sorry, let me um, and so yeah, no, I like them both. Honestly, if Marisol wanted to be my girlfriend, I think I take it too. So it's alright. You know, it's cool. What you think, Knox? What you think? What you think, Astrid? Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
I'm looking at the comments. That's it. Let's see. We've got Leland says they gave it a 5.2 and that Asher was cute for love interest. Parker says they gave it a 3.5, but since Goodreads is weird, they rounded it up to a 4. There were some threads that they thought were brought up that weren't fleshed out well. Some comments made that rubbed them the wrong way.
We can talk about that. So and I mean we were talking about this before the live show, right? There's some information
We were
about
having this
yeah.
yeah.
conversation.
And honestly, by the way, feel free to tell us what you thought was weird so we can discuss it because maybe we didn't catch it. I know I personally noticed that like they didn't tell us why Tess and Winston divorced 30 years ago.
Mhm.
Which I thought was weird because they centered their fighting and their like
Mhm.
like they couldn't stand each other was so central to like kind of like the first half of the book, and then we never got to find out why that was. So I thought I would have liked to know the answer to that personally. So did you notice something that you thought was weird, Knox?
I'm trying to think of what else I thought was like not
Mhm.
tied up.
Was it
I
Tom?
feel like
Mhm.
it was mainly I feel like it was mainly the Tess and Winston wasn't
Tess and
tied
Winston,
up.
right? Yeah,
I was worried
Yeah.
that we wouldn't know about Asher being able to fly again,
yeah.
but we know. So I'm like, um, uh, I feel like the way it ended with the oh yeah, y'all, we're just jumping into spoilers.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, his last name makes me laugh because his whole family can fly, so they are a fleet and have a fleet
Hilarious.
of airplanes.
I never thought about that. Thank you for sharing. That's like golden. You know, that's wow. I didn't think of that.
Oh, Harker
I
had
didn't
a good
think about it till
point.
now.
It's the landlord being all. We had this conversation. The
Yes,
landlord's
it's what I said
weird.
to
Mhm.
Thomas. The landlord was weird. I was like, they showed that one scene where he
Yeah.
was creepily stalking them or creepily stalking the mom at the like where she worked at Macy's, and then it like never gets addressed again. He kind of just disappears and doesn't become a nuisance anymore. And I'm like, but she was so scared of him the whole time.
And
I
Marisol
thought they were gonna
came
get kicked out
through.
of their apartment.
Yeah, I didn't think they would get kicked out because I assumed they were gonna fix like they were gonna like find a solution before then, but like he just disappeared out of the storyline all of a sudden. Like
Yeah, I just thought he was
so
gonna be like more involved in that part, like that he was probably gonna go see the apartment inside or something like that kind
yeah.
of thing, like kind of confrontation. So I was expecting something like that, and then when I see like he's like a background person, doesn't come back in at all, basically.
The last time we
Now
see him is
yeah.
in chapter 16, 52% through the book.
Nice.
Ebooks,
I
y'all.
love that you know
Yeah.
that. What else? Oh, so the Hermit Librarian asked how old were Tess and Winston? Do we remember?
They're like 60, I
Right?
think. They're old. Hold up.
Yeah, like I don't think they met when they were young from something that was said like earlier in the book.
Hold up. Well, they said something like The shop had been divided for the past 30 years, I think. Hold up,
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it. Hold up. Let's see. An educated guess Mr. Winston probably had, even though they were only married for one tragic year and had been divorced for more than 30.
Yeah. So I was like, where's the rest of that story? So,
Mhm.
which brings me to the all important question. Did anybody know beforehand who was writing inside that Peter Pan book?
I
Because
did.
I did not. And that plot twist was wild. I was shook. I was like, no way. No way. Honestly, because like we've only seen I don't know, yeah, the mom. We only seen the mom in like this like way where like she only functions in certain spheres of her life and then
Parker
all of a
thought
sudden
Tess.
oh, see, me too. I also thought Tess. I literally wrote it in my notes and I was like, well, that didn't age well. So, yes, Leland, exactly. That plot twist, I was like, revelations. I couldn't.
It-
I was
In
shook.
my head, it was just a thought of like, it'd be cool if the Peter Pan book was Darcy's mom's.
Mhm.
And then I was like,
Ain't
yeah,
too
that'd be
smart.
cool. And I just kept continuing with the book. And then it's like, oh, hey, everyone like hates Grape. I'm like, oh, so it is the mom. And it happened. I'm like, I.
You know what I'm mad about that though is that I did not put two and two together, even though that detail had been mentioned previously, like
The
that the
Cran
mom
Grape.
didn't like,
Ugh.
yeah. And I was just like, wow, Natalia, what an oversight. But like, whatever.
Everyone's saying Tess did not come across as an older woman to me either. The
Agreed.
only
Yeah.
reason I could agree with Tess being an older woman is because she reminds me of a neighbor I used to have who was an old woman in like her like late 60s who
Mhm.
could like outwalk me, outrun me, out you name it me like at 16 years old. And I could totally see my neighbor if she had like a collection of wigs or something. I know a lot of older women that
Yeah.
act like
Mhm.
Tess. Like one like offered to leave me all for like smut novels and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, you do you stuff. So I just know a lot of
See,
women that are older that act like Tess.
now that they mentioned that, like there was this one comment that I also feel was left a little overhanded, and I don't know if like anybody saw that because I feel like that didn't close off either. She when Tessa shows her natural hair to Darcy, Darcy says
Mhm.
that she has beautiful hair and why has she never showed it to her before? And she goes like, "Oh, just because like I liked wearing wigs or whatever." And then Darcy goes, "Oh, but I wish I would have gotten to know the real you." And she said, "You've known the real me a long time ago." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Wait." I'm like, "Wait a second.
Mhm.
Have you guys met before?"
Mhm.
Like I was very confused with that and like it didn't get addressed again. So I was like, "What did Tess mean by that?" Like that you'd
Oh, we
known
read
me
that
a long time
differently.
ago.
We
Yeah,
read
what
that
did you think?
differently. Or I have the because I can
Mhm.
search easily on my Kindle, so I just
Yeah.
searched it. So it's she's like, your hair's so thick and shiny, so pretty, why all the wigs? And she explains it. And she goes, why
Uh-huh.
didn't she show me before the real you? The real me, honey, you met the real me ages ago. And I
Yeah.
thought of it like my hair does not define me. You know me, you just never saw my hair. So like, honey, of course you
Oh,
know the real me. The real
Mhm.
me is this lady who likes to play with wigs, and
okay.
dress you up and be your friend. And I'm gonna put my hair in a ponytail now because it's funny. And so I took
Okay.
it like a metaphorical way, but that would have been
Mhm.
so cool if it was like, no, I was that lady on the street that gave you candy. Well, no,
Yeah,
don't
that's
give
why I
don't give
was
candy
like,
to strangers, but like, you know what I
mm,
mean?
no,
Mhm.
that's what I read. And obviously Leland agreed with you because she was like, her hair was not defining of her personality.
Yes.
So like, but yeah, no, I totally didn't read it that way, and it might just be like my headspace. But like, that's a good point. She probably meant like you both
Mhm.
are saying, like the hair isn't really a big deal. So
Because the whole idea of like a real me is so prevalent in
true,
this book. Like the quote
it
I
is.
was writing down where Darcy's like, that real me I told you about, it's a mess. I'm a mess. It's not me, just me you're getting. I come with added prizes that no one wants to win.
Yeah.
He's like, cool, because I'm a mess too.
I just can I say that in like my future wedding vows? Like,
Oh yeah,
just
my
like
if
my
I
mess and your mess are coming together today.
we come here today to join this lawfully wedded mess with this lawfully wedded mess.
Oh, Leland, thank you. You're so sweet. you know,
Parker said, "That's what I thought regarding hair,
No.
that it didn't matter what it looked like. She was still the kind woman with tea and cookies that supported her alongside the book boss, which the book boss is now how I want people to refer to me."
yes. Are you gonna rename your blog that the book boss?
I already renamed it twice.
I I don't know actually about my voice. Fun fact: I have a friend of mine, and he's from Portugal, but he speaks Spanish, and he has a very interesting accent as well. And he he always says I talk like a reggaeton song, so he likes to hear me talk because he feels like he's listening to a to a sound.
Yo,
And I'm like, no, you didn't. But he's like one of my closest friends, so like I know he's joking, but like he's not joking.
Parker said, "Did anyone think that it was going to be maybe an illness reveal or something, like she's lost her hair?" I kind of did.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I
I thought it was
did,
gonna be like that's why
but
she
then I
had the
was
wig
like,
shop.
I don't know. There was a detail, and I can't recall it right now, that made me think like that wasn't gonna be a problem. I love that Leland just agreed with my guy friend. I'm not gonna lie, like he's like, yeah, that's right. um, so yeah, no, I didn't think, I don't think it crossed my mind that like it wasn't a formed thought. Like it might have like passed by, but I didn't think about it too much. I just thought like, oh, she likes wearing wigs,
Mm.
and like I mean, she owns a wig store, so. Oh, Astrid, you've been asked a question.
I'm over here trying to like, no, not there yet, not there yet.
Who wants to
No,
talk
but
about
I'll
the
finish it up
earlier
with
part
you.
of the book?
I was gonna say, let's do this. Astrid, you pose a question from your part of the book. Let's go.
Oh my goodness, you're gonna put me on the spot like this.
Sorry.
I just like more than anything, I really like the way Asher has been with her. I just like every time that we're together, I was like, sworn, I cannot. I'm like, I don't want anybody to interrupt the scene, and then like the one in the bookstore when Marisol comes in, I was like, no, let them be
Yeah,
alone longer, please.
I did. I
I'm
was
like,
like, Marisol, stop it.
so just sit by the door. She'll be right there soon. And that part in the alley, oh my god.
Oh my. Okay, okay, hold up.
The
That part in the
cliche.
no, not even the cliche. That part in the alley, I was like this. I was against the wall. Like I was like, are they gonna kiss right now?
Mhm.
Are they? What? So
It's
like
like
I was super
nothing.
like I was scared, but like also wanted it to happen, but was also like it's too fast. I just like I wanted so many things at once.
Imagine that like watching that, like if this was like a TV show. Like
Oh,
imagine
I
Mhm.
that
wish.
scene.
God,
Ooh,
whoever
I
is
Mhm.
have a
freaking playing
question
Yeah.
now.
Marisol would have to be so good. Someone
Someone
screenshot
screenshot
Natalia
Nadia
against the
against the
alley.
alley.
Here, you can have it, Leland.
Here, somebody screenshot it. Go, 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 go. Okay, I'm sure somebody got it. We can play it back after.
I can't.
I will say, speaking of TV show, I just thought of a fun one. Who would you fan cast
Ooh.
Mhm.
Oh
as?
man, as
Would you?
Marisol?
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we do the main characters or like just in general? Because I was gonna say Asher, Darcy, Marisol, and Andrea, the mom.
Linda.
Boom, got it. Yes.
yeah. So yeah, no, I was like, I don't know, Marisol. It would have to be like a fiery, spicy Latina actress. Like
Mhm.
I'm trying to think, cause she
Yeah.
had sass, and it has to be somebody that can pull that off.
I feel like
Let's see.
from One Day at a Time, the daughter.
Yes,
I
yes,
feel like she could do it.
that's true. That's true. Oh, I love fan
Oh,
cast,
we
but this
had
is so
the
hard.
well,
We had that. Okay, we can talk about that. Yep. We'll do the fan cast as we go. But yeah, we had the discussion. You can start, Knox. You look like you had an opinion.
we still don't know what ethnicity Darcy is.
I know, I
I
kept
assumed
wondering that
because I know the
too.
author is Cuban American. I was
Mhm.
Yep.
assuming, but she has the whitest name.
You know, and
Her
Mhm.
like
name is Darcy Jane Wells.
Wells. Ooh, Marisol equals Diane Guerrero.
Ooh, I
Older.
love that one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna
know, A-
Google.
now I'm trying to think. Asher.
Hmm.
Hold up, I'm looking. I'm googling
Okay,
because I'm
Asher.
bad with
Who's that
names.
boy that's gonna be acting in P.S. I Love You? The brown boy, the beautiful boy, the gorgeous boy. What's his name?
Jordan Fisher?
Huh?
Yes, he could be Dazzle.
Yes,
Yes,
Jordan Fisher
yes,
can be anybody. Let's get that straight.
yes. Oh my god. Okay,
Yup.
so I
We're gonna
love
take a
P.S. I
slight
Love You,
detour.
but when I saw
I
that
am so
preview,
hyped.
I was like, I want him. Can you spin me into him?
I'm so hyped. This Wednesday. P.S. I still love you. John Ambrose
Yeah.
McLaren. I am so hyped. Okay, back to
I
Jordan
love how
Fisher being
everybody
perfect for V
wanted Jordan
Dasher.
Fisher. Yes, sorry guys, I'm not really good at actor names, so like I'm glad y'all came through for me. Yes, Jordan Fisher. He is absolutely gorgeous and just did you see that entertainment magazine spin thing?
I can show him.
I cannot
This
see.
is the one I was picturing.
Type in
I
the
was like
name.
I was like, spin me into Jordan Fisher, please. And how they looked at each other, I can't. But like, yeah. Tess, I don't know. Doesn't Tess come across like a very but
Oh, Diane Guerrero would have been perfect for Mighty Soul.
I'm gonna have to look that up soon.
Mm.
But yeah,
But
no,
yes,
I'm
Jordan Fisher can
surprised
play anybody.
the spin thing got me shook. Like yes, I want to
Mhm.
have a spin thing too. Like honestly, need it in my life.
This somehow turned into us talking about all the boys a little before.
I
How
mean,
come you don't want us to root for
it's just
Peter
a
now?
little detour. That's all.
We'll go back eventually, but listen, I never rooted for Peter.
Okay, I'm
I
not gonna
stand
lie.
by my choice to love
I
John Ambrose.
I rooted for Peter. I'm not gonna lie. Although he was a little bit of a at the beginning of the movie, but like I did he grew on me. But when they juxtaposition him with Jordan Fisher, that was the end of that discussion. I was like,
Mhm.
forget it. I was like, excuse me, what? Does that even compare? No.
It doesn't.
Just
Well,
like
also, I
no.
read the first two books. In
See,
the second book, he
don't
does
spoil.
something that makes me so mad.
Okay. I thought you were
I'm
gonna
just gonna
spoil it.
say, I'm just gonna allude to it. There's a poem,
Okay.
and it makes me mad. That's all I'm
Okay.
gonna say.
And it
The
makes
nose crinkle.
the nose crinkle.
Are we gonna have like Team Peter and like Team everybody now?
Honestly,
Team
probably
John Ambrose.
We're
the
gonna go
One Star
back to
Word
that
Reading
now.
Challenge is gonna have to pick sides.
Yo, I'm putting the poll right now. Let's go. Bet.
But yeah, no. The fact that Darcy, I'm surprised that Darcy wasn't coded as anything. Like, I mean, because she wasn't coded. I mean, I guess she wasn't coded in a stereotypical white way, but
Mhm.
I didn't. She also wasn't coded Latinx because, like, I mean, the person who's mostly speaking Spanish is Marisol,
Yeah.
and like she says a couple things here and there, but like mostly in Marisol's like presence or at her house. Um, but like, also, did anybody get hungry while they were reading Life
Me.
of Lost Things? Because like pan dulce, tacos, pozole. I mean, I wanted it all. There were some foods
One
I haven't even heard of, and I googled them, and I was like, I also need to have them.
one day a book is going to mention Fideo, and I'm gonna lose my mind.
Ooh, I don't know that one. Please explain.
Okay, so you gotta realize my family, we make stuff weird.
That's
So
cool. It
it's
doesn't matter.
traditionally a soup. So it's
Okay.
usually sopa de fideo. It's like a noodle
Oh.
soup, but my fams makes it more like a rice, but it's still noodles. And either way, it tastes like.
I'd like to say something. Can
Yeah.
we all look at Leland's comment right now? Like on point. On point.
I'd like to clarify. I still thought Darcy was Latinx because mentioned she doesn't really speak Spanish. I don't really speak Spanish, and I had the world's lowest spice tolerance.
Okay, fair enough. And that's true. A lot of people assume that Latinx people speak Spanish, but I have plenty of Puerto Rican friends that don't speak a lick of Spanish. Uh,
Mhm.
so I guess it could be possible. I guess because even in her parents, the coding wasn't there either. Like the only thing they mention about her dad is that he's an English teacher and that he went
He's
to
entitled.
Thailand. And then her mom was mostly about her illness, and her past was only addressed later, and it wasn't like, and we didn't hear anything about grandma either.
Yeah.
So I think that's the
We'll say
problem.
she's white.
Yeah, we'll just say she's white.
Yeah.
Also, Mama Robles needs to make me some food. Yes, she does.
Leland
Yeah.
said, fine, can't call out Knox like that. No, go ahead, do it. It's fun. It's what I deserve.
All right, it says I thought she was at least half because I had in my head that the author was Cuban American, so the MC was, which didn't come across in
Yes,
text actually.
Same.
Same.
exactly.
We did
Yeah.
have that discussion before the live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Half Thai. I
Oh, because
mean,
her dad went to Thailand. I get what you
yes,
mean.
but like, did they choose to go to Thailand for their job after they met?
Yes.
Darcy's
That's
mom,
what it
right?
seemed like.
So
Yeah.
that's why
Hmm.
I think
Mhm.
probably not, because that happened after. Um, but yeah, a Cuban American, but also does Laura Teen Amy speak Spanish?
Mm.
Do we know?
Mhm.
I have no idea, but also I posted, so y'all vote Team
Oh,
John Ambrose or
oh,
Team
hold up,
Peter.
hold up. I'm going. I'm
Pause,
not gonna let
everybody.
this pass. I'm coming. Let's see, because we obviously know who I'm voting for. So like, I don't even know why I'm doing this, but let's go. I need to find our Twitter first, though.
That's such a long shot, though,
Oh,
honestly, because I don't know if I'm just not liking that I have what. Oh, okay. You don't know if you just don't know if you don't like what Darcy is.
that's such a long shot because I don't know. I'm just not liking what Darcy is. Yeah, if
Yeah.
like I don't know. How do I put it? If she was white, she was definitely a woke white person. Um,
Hmm.
because I don't feel like I sensed any time in the book where like Marisol's culture and ethnicity were ridiculed. Like I
Hold
think
up,
like
bleep, yeah.
what? Oh, did they?
Sorry.
Wait, call it
Test,
out. I didn't know
test as
that.
Rita Moreno.
Wait, what? Who? Oh my God, can you see Rita with the wigs? Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the book. I was like, wait, where did she ridicule?
Right.
I was so shook. No, I was saying I don't think I ever saw the like Marisol's like ethnicity or culture ridiculed. So
Mhm.
I like I don't think she ever like said something like how she was fascinated by Marisol's culture kind of thing. So I mean, if she was white, she was like she'd already like grew up with Marisol and learned that you don't say certain things and
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? And they did grow up together like since age 10. So like
Hmm.
um
I'm surprised she didn't speak any or better Spanish, any language really, because
also
of all of her AP classes. Was
yes
that a requirement for
Yeah.
anyone's high school, a language credit? I have a state
yes
seal by literacy from my state that says I speak Spanish. I don't.
yeah
I
I
can barely order tamales.
It goes like this, Knox. Yo quiero unos tamales, por favor. That's it.
Yep, there you go.
Yep. Done.
¿Cuántos?
Actually,
Todos.
oh, yes. No, my school didn't have like it wasn't mandatory, but I moved to the United States when I was like 16, and I went to an all English school and I was in Puerto Rico, so like my Spanish level wasn't where it was supposed to be, so I continued taking Spanish and Spanish AP in high school. So I did get high school credit for my Spanish, and obviously now it's at a better space. Not enough to read Paulo Coelho,
Mhm.
but still good. So yeah. Oh man.
Leland said, oh, wait, the chat disappeared. Leland said something when the chat reappears for me.
Okay,
It's
I
like I
feel
feel
like
like
Darcy
Darcy is
is white
white.
because seriously, the only thing people teased Darcy about was her having that photographic
Mm.
memory.
Yeah.
True.
It's like the girl from a Tall Girl or something like that, where it's like I am a senior wearing size 13 sneakers. And
Also,
it's like there are people dying, Kim.
no, don't die. I wanted to see something because I actually found something very curious, and it was Darcy's reading list.
Yes!
Let me find it because I
It's
don't
at the
know.
very end.
No, I know. I'm just trying to get to my Kindle app.
Hold up, I got you.
I have too many apps in this book. Okay, or in this phone. This is not a book, Natalia. Come on.
Oh, also, speaking of the reading list, I feel like another hit should have been like the whole time in the beginning. I'm thinking, is the author going to include any books by Latinx authors in this reading list?
Yeah.
Because we are getting white.
No, we got okay. So we got because as far as I know, isn't Nicola Yoon or is she black or is she Latinx? Because I thought
I think she might be, and I'm pretty sure she's black, but I think she might be Afro Latina.
that's what I thought. So when I saw that, but that's why I wanted to bring up the list because if I remembered correctly, except for like Angie Thomas, but she's not Latinx. But I was glad she was there though. I was like, these authors are white, and like not to say nothing because like me and Knox were having a discussion before, like in the past we didn't realize how much the disparity existed because we hadn't really seen books that we identified in. So like I read books by white authors and thought, wow, these are so good, and didn't really realize it until I actually read a book like this one that I was like, wow, is that what it's supposed to be like? Like, so
Nicola
I
Yoon's
also get
Jamaican.
like maybe Darcy hasn't reached that part of her wokeness yet where she's actually picked up a book where she can see somebody, so but if she's also white, she can see herself in any book. So that might also indicate her list. So, I did love The Book Thief though. I'm not gonna call her out for that. So
I've read two of these books.
I read 1, 2, 3, 4 of these books. I don't know what that says about me, but Nicola, you is Jamaican. Ooh, thank you, Adriana. Yay. Not sure about Afro Latinx. Oh,
I read two of them.
I read
although,
Pride and Prejudice and Caraval.
I love that people like Jane Austen, and I also don't get it because like the ones that I have read, I don't really get it. And like I know people say Darcy's like great, like the character Darcy, but I'm just like I wouldn't know. But I do have a pillowcase with Darcy on it, so
I did not like Darcy for the first 90% of the book.
what?
I was a Bingley stan. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, I don't really. I read one of the books by her. I forget. It's called The Little Cassandra or something, and I disliked it so bad that I was like, and my mom bought me the huge book. Like I have a beautiful Jane Austen collection of all her stories in one book. It's gorgeous with like golden
Mhm.
edges. But like I've never read it. And like Knox mentioned about a book that she had about Shakespeare. The letters are like this small. And like guys,
Hold up, I'm gonna get it.
I'm blind. All right. Like without these glasses, this looks like nothing. It's just a white screen.
I'm gonna get my Shakespeare
I was gonna
textbook.
ask. I was gonna ask Laura if or she could tell us about Darcy's ethnicity.
Oh my god, yes, please ask her. Also, guys or friends, if you have any questions for Laura, let us know. Because she did tell us that if we had any questions about her book, we could ask her. So we can DM her some questions that you guys have that are like do or die. So let us know in the chat at any
Darcy's
point.
ethnicity.
So I mean, Astrid is asking right now what ethnicity Darcy is. So we're about to get to the bottom of this.
All right, here's my Shakespeare textbook that I was talking about.
Oh my god.
Here it is next to my head for a reference.
That's so big. That's scary. I love Shakespeare, but that's a scary book. I don't want it.
A used copy cost $120 to rent it.
What?
Oh my god.
College
Yeah,
cost. College.
my friend bought the book, so she let me use hers.
Oh, and Leland, I've never read Pride and Prejudice before either, so like, don't feel bad.
Bye.
Bye, Adriana.
Thank you for coming. We love you too.
Yes.
No.
What other questions?
I'm
We had more questions.
Oh, mine was
Yes.
most relatable character.
Okay, so we talked about this, but let's put it out in the open. Most relatable character. definitely Darcy and Marisol for two different reasons. So Darcy is like me.
Mm.
I also ran away from life and books, still do, sort of. And
Mhm.
like when I was young, that's literally what I use books for. I have tons and tons of books. They're everywhere. And I just love that, like in the book, like she's loved for who she is, like the book nerd that knows every single passage to the books that she reads is flawless. And then Marisol is like, I am that friend to people. Like I am Marisol to others. Like I'm just out here inviting people to eat food from Puerto Rico to my house all the time and like having sleepovers and like doing all those stuff. So they I related to both of them. So
I'm looking
my
for
book
the
is
afterglow.
$120. Shakespeare.
College. I'm looking for the. I read it to Natalia earlier. The Astro quote.
I know.
Mm.
Please enlighten us because it was amazing.
Hold up. Let's see. Um, I saw you. I still don't get how I'd made myself invisible. I still saw you and saw you some more. Then he pulled me closer, and then everything. My stomach instantly fluttered. You, he said, are so pretty. But when you're at Yellow Feather and I'm staring at you from across the room and you're bent over some novel, you're beautiful. A heated exhale was my only available response. I
That is the
watched
only available response.
I
It's a
watched you almost every day, he smiled. Watched you tuck hair behind your ear and fall in love with words. And you're more than pretty. You're like all the places I want to fly to.
You're gonna make me cry again. Stop.
Oh no.
Leland said Darcy because of the books, Marisol because she's the kind of friend that I want in my life, and I feel like I can be a friend like her for those that I really love. Aww.
Mhm.
Hmm. Oh, Leland said I saw you part reminds me of the Princess Diaries. I forgot about that scene until you said that.
That's funny.
Is
I
it
believe
me?
I
It kind of took me back to Casablanca. To like he's looking at you, kid. That's what I was thinking about earlier.
Oh, all right. Asher
okay.
I
had
was
so
like,
many quotes where I was just like highlight,
He
highlight,
really
highlight,
did.
highlight.
yeah.
Yeah. Darcy
You're
because
part
of
of a different dream gave me Tangled
Mhm.
vibes.
And let me see.
yeah, I
Right.
mean, I don't think I've ever
Mm.
seen a character centered for the love in books. Like normally in a lot of books, like just like they tease her at the beginning, it's seen as like a oh, it's a nerdy thing to do. It's a like studious girl thing to do. It's like a recluse kind of thing to do. And I like
Mhm.
really did appreciate like the forefront of this book. Number one was the fact that she was so good at books, and then that it turned around and showed that she was special because she was like that with books, and I appreciated that. Um, like that kind of like arc that the story took where like it went from teasing her to it being like a special thing about her kind of thing. Um,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so I really felt that honestly because like even to this day, like I honestly can somebody find me somebody that loves to read that's also single. Um,
Same.
just saying, like
Right.
can't.
Book Twitter turns into book Tinder. No, okay, I'm done. Anyways,
Yeah. Yo,
Leland
okay,
wants to know
okay,
Asper's
wait,
thoughts so far.
wait. While you're holding that thought, though, while you're holding that thought, it would be a genius idea that there was like a Tinder for people who like to read, and it was like
Yes.
you would put like your top books in your like Tinder profile, and like that kind of
Oh
listen,
my
I would
God.
be on that so quick because like
You sold me.
I'm
You
just saying,
too like Strange the Dreamer? Let's discuss.
I've
That's what I
never
was
read it.
thinking about.
I haven't read it. I haven't read
Read
Strange the
it.
Dreamer. I the problem with Strange the Dreamer, and I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but like I've heard that Strange the Dreamer is very elaborate and very what is it, magical and very um what
Flowery.
and very flowery, and I really don't understand those books. Like it takes me so long to get through them, and they usually end up that's why like me and fantasy, I'm very picky about my fantasy
Hmm.
because it takes me so long to get through, and even if the book was great, it almost usually affects the rating because I struggle through it so much. So
Good luck with
I'm
Wild Beauty.
nah, it's okay
Yeah.
because like I don't know. It depends on what aspect they're being flowery about.
Mhm.
So it depends. Ooh, book Tinder. Uh,
Danny!
Danny's here. Danny,
Yeah.
click the link on Twitter so we can bring you in here, please. We miss you. Also, hi. You're supposed to be on this side of the screen, Danny. Come on in.
Join
Right?
us. The
Someone
main
invent book
event.
Twitter. Damn it. Leland, do it. Invent book Tinder. I want to join. Please.
Is anybody else reading Leland's last comment?
Yeah.
Stranger Dealers to go. I was like, bitch.
Listen, it's one of my favorite
Get it.
books,
Oh my god.
and I love Laszlo Strange, but also it's true.
Also, to address Leland's question about how we felt about London and Darcy's conversation. Okay, so I thought it was a little bit condescending from London, like from London's part, in a little bit. Like I know her purpose was to reassure Darcy that like she wasn't gonna get in the way and that she wasn't mad about it.
Mm.
But like I don't know. I didn't feel good about it, and I understand why Darcy felt the way she felt after she left from that conversation because that's how I would have felt, to be honest. Like I just yeah, no, I didn't like it at all. I was
Yeah,
like,
that scene at the party, I was like, that's my like that would be like my nightmare. It's
yes,
just like I can picture
Same.
myself being dark, and I was like, I just want to run away right now. Like, why is she still standing there? And I kept thinking
yes,
about it. I'm like, I will not be able to do that ever, ever, ever. That's like having the spotlight on me. It's one thing that I totally hate. So
yeah,
just like I picture myself in it, and I was like, no, can this scene just end already? Because I can't take it anymore.
yes. It was
Yeah, that
hurting me.
was.
It really
Oof.
was. Oh, speaking of things that hurt me, so while this book was like pretty calm when it came to like things that hurt, that part when they were on the ledge, like on the sidewalk, and they were sitting like inside the car, and he was like, "You're pretending, you're putting up walls against me, you're giving me half truths," and I was like,
I have
"No,
that. I
no."
have that saved too.
I was like, "We just got to the lovey-dovey part. Don't take it away, please." Oh, and it hurt me just knowing and thinking like, are they? Is this gonna ruin them? Are they gonna be able to fix it? I just that whole chapter had me on edge. I was like,
It
no.
was so. It was so intense.
Also,
Like,
where is Danny? Danny!
hold up. Let me find it. The work your place needs, he turned, scrubbing his chin. If I thought for a second that you really wanted to take up home improvement as a hobby, I'd bring over my whole toolkit and get you started, cheer you on. But you only want to do the work so I won't have to, so I won't have to see the space. I need simple, straightforward. After the alley, I thought we were moving towards something real, slow or not. I thought you put that acorn on a chain because you eventually wanted what it stands for too.
I was so hurt. I was so hurt. Like I wasn't hurt by him. I was just hurt by the situation because I knew he had a point.
Mhm.
But like,
I believe you, but I don't want to start anything on half truths. I don't care if the entire Fashion Valley Macy's is in your living room. Don't you know you've got me, Wells? But what stings isn't you not being ready to show me your house or let me meet your mom. That's up to you. His head bent low. It's that you're keeping me up, but pretending you're not. And that really, oh, his face, where I thought all the light, all the stars had brushed his smile, beamed the silvery glint into his eyes. I found nothing but a flyboy missing another kind of shadow. Tonight I was the thief, not a car accident. I had taken this one. So many times I'd read about hurt, but now it stood at my feet with a heartbeat.
Mhm.
and
And
that's
then
why.
she reaches out to him and he steps back.
No,
He's like,
no.
I'm not rushing you or pressuring you, and I never will. Deal with your mom and cope on your terms. You need me to cover for you, I'm down. But all I ask, the next time you have to put up a wall, just let me be on your side of the bricks. Think about it, take some time, be sure about me. Asher, be sure about you too. And then
Like,
I sobbed.
like, no, so did I. Like, I mean, I'm literally sobbing right now. But like, the thing is that like it made me okay. It made me sad. It made me tense because I was like, is this gonna be the part where everything explodes? And then also, it made me love him more. Also because he was being honest and he knew he wasn't getting what he deserved and what she deserved, and he called her out on it. Which like yes, for honesty and
Communication.
communication, but it hurt me. It hurt me. I was just like, and I'm pretty sure I wrote something along those lines. Let me check my notes. Like I was like, what? And I think I started tweeting at this point too. Like I was like, I've been crying for the last 3 chapters. Like, stop.
And then the very next chapter is her mom is her like showing her mom the horror like that she's been selling the stuff. And
Oh
so
my
they
god,
have to go through that.
I
And
thought that was gonna go so bad. Oh my god.
she's like, "You took them? Why? I had to. I need to pay bills too. Grandma's been helping me with money for years, but she stopped when I turned 18." The word smacked against her. "But you have a job." I shook my arms. "Look at me. See me. Hear me." Couldn't she see outside of herself for once? "It's not enough, and I can't go to school and get all my work done, plus work enough hours to make it be enough right now. That's why Grandma helped and never told you. You would have spent my extra money, too. You would have shopped it all away. Darcy, my bookstore check doesn't cover my car insurance and cell phone. And what about the 99 times out of 100 that I have to buy groceries instead of you? What about clothes that actually fit me?"
It hurt me. It hurt me. Like as I knew she was right about all those things, but just
Mm-hmm.
imagine having that conversation with your mother, like throwing all that stuff at your mother, even if it's true. I can imagine that saying it would have hurt. Like, but you knew you had to get it out because like you've been battling with that for years. So like I didn't blame her for it, but I can just imagine like after having gone through that with Asher outside and having to like go into the house and do that again. But like not that I wanted it to crumble, but oh my god, that scene.
That did not blow up the way I thought it would either. But you have a job. Okay. Oh,
And
choke
she's
means
not
a
paying.
lot.
It's
Okay.
so funny. Yeah, I honestly also I do agree that that did not blow up the way I thought. I thought that should have been messier. Like considering how dramatic the mom was about everything every time like Darcy touched something or moved something out of place,
Mm-hmm.
that should have been a little bit bigger because the mom would have thrown that fit. Um so I do agree with that like it wasn't as big as they thought.
At 17
Yeah,
years
the
old,
one.
Darcy was worrying about turning 18 so that CPS couldn't take her away from her mother. And
It's
that hurt.
Danny!
Hi.
Danny!
We made it!
Yeah.
The delicious four. Woo!
Woo. Oh, I love that for it.
The delicious four. That's what we're gonna be now. So Danny, what's up? Tell us who you are. Woo!
Hi, I'm Danny. Also known as Metamorpho Danny. I really love the book.
Yes.
We have a love the book, love the book. I can't get this together. Love the book, hasn't finished reading the book over there.
Wow, call Astrid out.
That's okay, you know. I've seen another live show and I watched Red, White, and Blue at Rachel Marie's channel. Like there was one person who would also not finish the book in the corner, but her views are still valid. So it's okay.
Okay.
Let me
All
see.
right.
The whole reveal, like I'm hoarding because I abandoned you as a baby, freaking broke me too. That part hurt me more than Darcy telling her mom. Honestly,
Oh, that part, yeah.
I cried.
She's like, I missed your first birthday.
I just cried. Can you imagine? Like I can imagine how that feels because like yeah, you know, like I didn't imagine it all. I didn't imagine it all the way to hoarding, but I could definitely see how that turned into like a guilt she had to fill up for because like that was rough. She's like,
Oh
I
my
gave up on you.
goodness.
I was like,
And
out
it
of all,
messes up any progress Darcy thought they made.
yep, which I was mad about actually. Like while I was
Same.
shocked at it, I was so disappointed, and I was disappointed at Grandma because Mom,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Mom had issues coming through for that truth, but like Grandma, she knew while they were sitting in therapy, Grandma knew it was a lie, and she just let it happen, and I'm like,
My
Grandma,
grandma would not let that stand.
I'd like to point out that grandma is my least favorite character because we haven't addressed that question yet.
Oh,
Mm,
same.
Characters.
same.
Grandma's my least favorite character because number one, grandma was gonna leave her hanging with a whole mom that grandma didn't even care for,
Mm,
even though it's her daughter. No money, even though like that's clearly the only way Darcy's surviving. She gave her an end it all choice, like this or that, basically like your boss
yeah.
or me kind of thing, which like I would never want to make that choice.
Mhm.
And like whose grandma does that? Like my abuelita would not be up here, rest in peace, saying that business. No. So yeah, no, I did not like her. So and the hermit librarian seems to agree. So what did you think, Danny? Who was your least favorite character in the book?
Grandma.
Yeah.
I'm so angry at her. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Grandma's
grandma
gonna be played by some
saying
lady we don't.
I don't like because she's a mess.
You can tell they
Now
are white because of the grandma.
Okay, I got an answer from Laura.
Ooh,
So
say it.
she said Darcy's white and all of Marisol's family that carries most of the Latinx rep in this particular book.
Hold up, hold up.
Hey,
Say that again. I didn't hear it. What was it?
Yeah, I'm gonna type it here. I'll put it
she
here.
wanted Darcy to abandon her mom like her mom abandoned her. Oh frick!
Like I was like, how are we trying to keep like exactly that would totally have broken her. That would not have fixed the problem whatsoever. Like
Mm,
what?
Like, have y'all seen Gilmore Girls?
I mean, I know
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
The grandma in this reminds me of Emily Gilmore in the worst ways.
Now I'm gonna have
Oh
to.
my god, me too.
See,
Yes.
y'all haven't seen Gilmore Girls.
No.
Emily Gilmore sucks.
Mhm. Did you guys want me to ask Laura anything else? Now that I have her in here.
I don't know yet, but I suggest you type up what Laura said because there it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it on the screen so everybody can see it because they didn't hear it. So Darcy's white, and it's all of Marisol's family that carries most of the Latinx rep in this particular book.
Um,
Bye, Leland.
Bye, Leland. See you next time.
Mm.
Tricks would AF. Emily would never.
Richard's mother would in a heartbeat. Oh my goodness, yes.
Mm.
I never watched Gilmore Girls either. Yeah, I'm out here like I don't know what y'all are talking about.
If you really only need to see one episode of the show with Emily in it.
Yeah.
Ask if she's gonna write something about Marisol. Yes.
Wait, what? Oh yes.
Ooh, listen.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Can we have a Marisol and Jay story? Because like
yeah.
I know that happened in
Please.
the background, but I was like, yeah. I also didn't see that coming. Like Darcy was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't know," and I was like, "Yeah, me neither, Darcy." So like, I'm right there with you.
I thought so. I think I read the scene wrong, but I thought I keep calling him Dasher. Asher. I thought Asher had said that they were a thing. I realized he was actually just being hypothetical.
Yes, he was making up like a couple names, but he didn't mean it in that way. Which is why, like, when they came up with Dasher, she was like, "Is that a coincidence?" And he was like, "Yeah, it just happened to sound good together." But I'm pretty sure that at that point he was plotting things. He was plotting.
Yeah.
That was
Mhm.
smooth. You have to admit, if he was plotting it,
was
it was
smooth.
smooth.
Yeah.
I
I
think
was thinking
he
this is
wanted
just
her to hear
him
it.
like being subtle about it.
Yeah, I think he wanted to see like what her reaction was gonna be, and when she was really excited, like, "Oh, Dasher, that sounds so cute!" Like the reindeer, he was like, "I got her."
Mhm.
Oh my goodness, Harker, we're gonna have to talk Gilmore Girls someday.
The couple names.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes, it was. But I need a Marisol Jace book because I want the background of that happening in the middle of Darcy's story. Because like Marisol seems to be with
Mm.
Darcy at all times. And I'm like, where did
Mhm.
this woman find time to go out with Jace? Like I have the same questions Darcy had. Like, when did this happen and how?
I like when she's like, "Listen, it's a good thing that was a bland kiss on stage."
Yes. Although she did say something about that. Did she mean like because she did say, "Oh, it's not a problem if you kiss him on stage," and then she afterwards she asked him, "How did it feel kissing Jace?" And when you found out that Marisol and Jace were together, I was like, "Wait a second." That question was a little bit sleuthy. What if Darcy had said, "Oh, it felt real good," like you know, like that would have caused some. That would have been a problem. So I don't.
Gerasol.
Gerasol, yes.
Okay, so was anyone else a theater kid?
No.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Okay. I had the same exact problem as Darcy at one point, where they almost so I loved reading Darcy because so much of this was like, oh my goodness me, where there was like, oh yeah, no, you just kissed during the performance, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, no, no. So my scene got canceled, so I didn't have to. But I'm just like reading that the whole time. I'm cringing inside because I feel Darcy's pain.
And her family. A Marisol book means more family. Yes.
Yes, La Casa de Robles.
Oh,
La
I got a
Casa de
teaser, guys.
Robles. Oh
I
my
never
I got a teaser. So I asked Laura if she was planning on writing anything with Marisol later on, and she said, "Let's just say it's not off the table."
Woo!
And she's still typing, so
Okay.
Also, what like I was talking to Knox, can we talk about a Cuban's guy girls TN tomorrow? Because like I need it.
Have you heard about it, Danny?
What?
Laura's writing another book.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited for it.
Yes.
So excited.
I'm like, oh my god. And that means that this time the girl is going to be Cuban, so there will be no question about her ethnicity. So we won't have.
So she said, if you like Marisol, you will probably enjoy Lila, my new main character, my October 2020 book. She was a lot of fun to write. So there you
Yes.
go.
If she has Marisol vibes, I'm here for it.
So what I'm hearing is in October 2020, we're going to be buddy reading.
Okay, the first thing I need to know about October 2020 is who do I sell my soul to for that arc? Because
Oh.
I
Ooh.
want it. Just saying.
Rosa is so good. Yes, but that's next live show,
Yes.
which
I
I'm so
love
excited
Rosa.
for.
Oh my god.
You got ahead of
Oh,
yourself.
that's so good.
Same. I was about to start talking about it, and then I remember Natalia hasn't
Yeah.
read the book.
I haven't read it, and I think all three of you have, and I feel left out, but that's
Wait,
fine.
Danny, you read it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So, like, I'm sorry, I didn't get last year's memo. My
Dog.
bad.
I see dog.
I didn't get the memo, but I
Oh,
will read it this time.
I
And
have more still here. More still from Laura.
oh my
She
god!
said you can
Oh
spill
my God. Wait, what did you get? What did you get, Astrid?
She said you can spill that I'm plotting a story with almost 100% Latinx cast in my notebook right now.
Can you
Melting.
tell Laura I said I love her?
I'm melting. And now I'm stuck, but that's good too. Oh my god. Sorry, the kid was talking. I heard the girl is Cuban, so I thought you were talking about the next book. Oh, that's not a wrong assumption to make, so that's okay. He's being nosy. It's okay. You can bring him in to watch the live show too. We're not gonna be mad.
Join us.
Join us.
I was gonna say Hermit Jr. because I don't know what your child's name is.
No, I'm excited to read Don't Date Rosa Santos, especially because a lot of the people that I like also like the book, which means that like number one, they have good reading taste, and number two, I have good friends.
Ooh, I know a question for next stream. But
No,
it'd have to be
don't
next
say it.
stream.
Yeah.
No, it's not a spoiler.
Oh, okay. Go. What's
It was just gonna be Asher or Alex.
Asher Alex?
Ooh.
Wait, Asher Alex.
Asher or Alex.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be next
Okay.
stream.
Yes. For Don't Date Rosa.
Next stream.
Okay. I forgot that Alex
Keep
is
that
the
in mind.
character. Yeah. Okay. I will keep that. It's Tristan or Tris. I just finished it, and oh my god. Yeah, I was like, I saw her. I mean, I saw them on Twitter, and they were like, "Yeah, I finished it. I gave it a 5-star." And I was like, "They read really fast."
You ever finish a buddy read so fast you finish it before the buddy?
you when I saw that, I was shook. And you know what? Speaking of buddy reads, Cemetery Boys.
Oh my, let me see if I
Guys, you
can
have to
show
read it.
Laura sent me the picture. She says hi to everybody in the live chat in the live show from her
Oh,
kitchen.
hi.
Oh,
She says she's thankful
Oh,
for our readership and that it's very kind of us. She said, "Waves hi from the kitchen."
Oh, hi.
I know. I've posted a couple things to her, and like she's like the sweetest author. Just like in interaction wise, So I like it.
I feel like
Uh,
Latinx community got really lucky that our authors are cinnamon roll human beings
honest.
who like interact because right now Aiden Thomas is making me lose my mind.
I know. Oh, he's so good at social media. It hurts.
Anna Marie McLemore, I love them
oh yeah.
Yeah.
so much.
hmm
They just, yeah.
And
It's a
then
lot.
Nina in the giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super.
Oh, Nina is so sweet.
I'm
I
really
love
excited
Nina.
for that. And then Aiden with his like with their picture today, they were like, "Oh, this is my bed head, but like, what kind of haircut should I get?" I was like, "You look handsome already. What do you mean?
Right.
Like, come on." So
I didn't
like,
realize it was supposed to be a buddy read, so I started it for a different readathon. I was bawling at work, so that was fun. The audiobook is amazing.
oh,
hmm
thank you for telling me that because I will get the audiobook to read it because I've been doing that. I have the Kindle version or the physical book and I'll have the audiobook on the side cuz like not promotion for Scribd because I don't get paid for that, but like Scribd is awesome and every
Hey,
book
you can
that
link it and get
I
that
know,
month
right?
off.
Get it linked at the bottom. No, because seriously, like they have every book that I want to read, and it's for free if you're subscribed, and like it's unlimited, so you just get all the books you want. So literally every book on my TBR, I'm pretty sure I have the audiobook like on Scribd. So I'll just read it together, and it's great. It adds ambience to the book, I find, for me personally, and it
Mhm.
helps you get through the book a little bit faster instead of like, you know, I don't know. It adds something to it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I did it for this one too.
I can't read audiobooks
I
alone,
love it.
though. I'm really bad at it. Audiobooks by themselves, I suck. I can't keep the details. I don't understand. It's a struggle. So I always need the book too.
I listen to music
Mm.
while I read, so
Are
I
you
like I
cra-
can't do audio.
Mhm.
are you crazy?
Whoa.
I mean, yes, but besides that,
But besides that, no, I cannot listen to music while I'm reading. I can barely even read while people like in my house when people are talking like
Mhm.
loudly because I'm
oh,
like trying to
if I don't
focus.
do that, I don't read.
Same.
So Danny,
I
you
need
listen to
noise to
music too?
concentrate. Yeah. When I was younger, I would be at quinceañeras reading because that's the only way I can concentrate.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, I love
She's
that.
Darcy taking the books to all the semi-formals and parties at school,
Mhm.
and Marisol being like, "You're
Oh
leaving
my,
that in the post
right here.
I've done that. Like I had a club dance last year, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna have fun, so I took with the fire on high with me,
Yeah.
and I took one more
Oh.
book. I can't remember what the second book was. I was just like, I had them in my backpack, and so they're like, "Hey, can I borrow something?" I pull it out, and I had to pull out the two books first, put them on the table, and they're like, "Did you just bring a book to a
We
dance?
have a new
Did you bring?"
person. Hi, Serena.
Hey,
Um, I've taken the book to actually, I can't lie, Danny. I've read books in a lot of noise. Like on the ship when I used to work on the cruise ship, I took my book to the bar once. Uh, because I wanted to finish reading like the last 30 pages of the book. And people were legit staring at me because I brought the book to the crew bar. And I was out here drinking like what was it? Like a Malibu pineapple juice while I'm reading my book in a crowded bar. So I feel the noise. It's helpful sometimes.
and then you tucked your hair behind your ear, and you look so beautiful reading that. And then Asher Fleet just popped out of nowhere.
Wouldn't I have loved that?
Did I
No.
pull a
But
Rory at that dance? Listen, I wish I was Rory.
Yeah.
Scribid, you broke down Scribid? I've never seen that happen. The Hermit Librarian said, I think I break Scribid when I use it for audiobooks. The limit is found. I haven't broken it yet. So that's
I have a
good.
question in general, not specific to Library of Lost Things, but for the challenge.
Okay.
What is a book that you would want us to buddy read?
Oh, that's true.
Mm.
Well, this
Mm.
one is already scheduled for a buddy read, even though we haven't announced it. But like, I really want to read Dark and Deepest Red.
Yes.
Like, really,
That's one of them. Let's see if I can find this.
if you can find
This one.
there's a limit.
Oh, you have
This
art.
one.
Oh my God, you have an arc. I'm jelly. I'm
Oh,
jelly.
The question is, what's a book that you would want us to buddy read?
I'll type it.
mm.
We'll also we'll try to do always feel free to repeat questions and stuff so we can make this more accessible for everybody.
Yeah.
And then this is another one. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I have my
wait.
copy too. Wait, hold on. No, my
Hold up.
copy's so far,
Danny,
guys.
do you have a copy?
No, but I have an AR.
I have my copy. It's on the floor though. Wait, Danny, let me see your doggy.
What's the dog's name?
I have a similar doggy too. What's the dog's name?
Her name is Mimi.
Oh,
My dog's name is Ginger, but she's downstairs.
Hmm.
this cat is Artemis.
Okay, Lobisona is totally a Latinx squad read, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. I just got an AR, so I'm up for it.
Yeah.
I'm still crying because I'm not cool enough for the Latinx squad.
We need to talk to Conde so she gets added. Poor Knox Reads is out here, not in here. I tried and then I realized that I don't have control over that group. So like, who am I trying to be out here?
Same.
No. Right. Wait, I had an answer and I forgot. Wait, Danny, did you have a question? What's one that you want to buddy read?
I don't know. There are so many books, but probably Annalie in real life.
Annalie in real life.
It's so
All
good.
right.
But you just read that one, right? I saw
Yeah.
you post about it. Okay.
I just finished it and I want to read it again because it was so good.
Isn't that the best when you're like, I finished it, but I'll read it like 3 more times. It's cool.
Yeah.
Me with Don't Date Rosa Sato.
Yeah, I know. She's like pushing for it, even though she's read it. She's like, but we gotta read it again, which is fine because I haven't read it, so I'm totally here for it.
What was my Cemetery Boys was my answer for this. Why did I blank on that?
Oh, Cemetery
Oh.
Boys.
And Clap When You Land.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Who-
Yes.
Also, who do I have to sell my soul to? That needs to be a Latinx squad, like rain down, including Knox. Rain down of arcs. I would really, yes. You know, and it's funny. I swear they get your information from somewhere because, like, some of the arcs that I get from Latinx authors, I already have an e-arc of in NetGalley, and then all of a sudden they appear in my doorstep, and I'm like, I did not ask for you, but I'm also not going to complain.
This one surprised me when I saw this.
Yeah,
I'm
me
like-
too. I had no idea. I'm like, who whispered to the gods somewhere?
I'm still like, who did it? Who did it? Because it wasn't me.
I do
When
have
does
theory because of Carmen, and I am not mad.
when
Like,
does
I don't have the arc, just the e-arc.
what is it? The third Brooklyn Brujas book. When did that come out?
Wayward Witch.
Thank you.
I don't know.
October, November, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say September, October.
That
They
is
do
this
have
year
the
though,
au-
right?
Yeah. And they do have the audiobooks for the first 2 books on Scribd. If like you haven't read it like me, just saying.
I read
I
the
did
first
just-
book and I have the second book.
I did just buy the Labyrinth
August.
Lost. August. Okay. I did just buy the Labyrinth Lost to read it with the audiobook. So I do have it.
Good.
Yeah.
I still have to get Bruja Born.
Ooh, I started it like the first like 10 pages and I'm like,
Wow.
it's pretty
Is
good.
that a good?
It's a
or like
good
Oh, okay.
it's a good one. It was like because I was a little surprised when I read the synopsis for Brooklyn for Bruja Born, I mean.
Yeah.
Because I was like, And then I started reading, I'm like, okay, I'm
Which one's
fine.
first?
This
Bruja
will
Born
work.
or Labyrinth Lost?
Parker, have you thought of one yet?
No, they're still thinking or had to go get the baby. and they'll be back shortly.
I just hear Danny's dog and I love it.
Yes. I wish my dog was up here. Ginger's really hyped too. And she's also small like Danny's dog. I think she's a Shih Tzu.
Artie's just sleeping and I love it. Cause
Your cat who totally
yeah,
pushed your computer off the ledge earlier today.
I was saying because Natalia knows how hyper she was earlier. My cat put me on airplane mode earlier, and then she pushed my laptop off the bed while I was talking to everyone.
And you missed this part because we talked about it, Danny. But Astrid saved the day for this live stream, and it was a long day to make it happen. So it's gonna be remembered. I was one of those Con Sabor reading challenge moments. Also, I'm curious, how many books have you guys read for the challenge so far?
Um,
I read The Library of Lost Things.
I think 3, 2. I don't know.
That's okay. I read 6, but I'm just extra, so ignore me.
Wow.
I haven't even read 6 books this year. Give me a break.
All right, I'm not even gonna say how many books I've already read this year. I don't want to shame anybody, or I don't
I
want
want to know.
Yeah.
I've read 17 books already, so sorry.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Granted, I do love me graphic novels. So 6 of the 14 books I read last month were graphic novels, but
But
graphic
still,
novels
8 books.
exactly.
This is
Actually,
my next read.
I
It
did
doesn't
get
count.
a new graphic novel by a Latinx author from the library, so I'm really excited. I got Giants Beware, and I want to read it.
My
Balance it out by like Latinx and Black authors or Afro Latinx authors this month. I'm like playing the
my
game.
next 4 books, my next 4 reads though are all going to be by Latinx authors because 2 of them I have to return to the library soon. And then I got When the Moon Was Ours, which I just started, and then This Train Is Being Held.
You know what book I really wanted though? It already came out. The Secret Life of Adana Moreau by
I don't think I heard about that one.
Ooh, it's so good. It's like a sci-fi fantasy kind of book, and like she writes a story about like this futuristic world where like women are powerful. It kind of like in Atlantis almost.
Mhm.
And then she writes the sequel after it becomes like kind of famous, and then she dies before the sequel comes out. But her son had destroyed the copy, but then all of a sudden, like I think it's like a couple, like maybe a decade later, the manuscript appears, even though it should have been destroyed in the first place. So, and I'm like, oh my god! And it's by a Latinx author, and it has like a really freaky concept that I'm like, I want to try that. So I need to get it for myself.
I forgot I had one more book. It was In the Time of the Butterflies by Julia Alvarez. It's the fictionalized telling of the Mirabal Sisters from the Dominican Republic.
Oh my god. Now that you mentioned that, do you know
Can't tell if you froze. Okay, you froze.
There's a YouTube channel and it's a mortician and she did an episode on the Mirabal Sisters, and that's how I first found out about them. I was like, oh, that's what happened. So yeah, I would totally read that. Let me know how it is.
I will, because like I have a friend, because y'all know I work at a cultural center at my school, which revolves around Latinx culture. And I have a friend, one of my coworkers, who I was talking to him about the book. I was saying, I want to read this book so bad. He's like, that sounds interesting. Goes online, I'm going to buy it. Just buys the used copy of the book from Thrift Books. And I'm like, do you just say I want a book and then just buy books? Like, is that how that works? Yeah. There's like no guilt whatsoever. And so he gets the book and then he's like, hey, here you go, Knox. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, you said you wanted to read it, so you can borrow my copy. So my friend lent me his copy. And I'm going to read it hopefully this week. School permitting. Oh, we forgot Ghost Squad.
Yes. Oh, and I'm so hyped it's gonna have a movie.
I love that. The author is a cinnamon roll.
Yes. Oh my god. And that Latinx chat was life. Life.
Looking. I'm looking through a list that let me know if you read In the
Gabriela
Time of the
said,
Butterflies. I will let you know.
yes.
I'm looking
So what else
through
do we
a
go
blog
ahead?
post. I'm looking through
Oh,
Carol's from Santana Reads blog post about books 19 new releases by Black authors because I know that they have a couple by Afro Latinx authors, which they do because they have Oculta, which is a sequel to Nocturna, which I still have to read.
yeah.
Mm,
I haven't read Nocturne either.
me neither.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, at the Hermit Librarian said, quick kid break. Aha, I called it. It said, we said The Dark on Fire, Ghost Squad, and Deep and Darkest Red. And I agree. I haven't read We Set the Dark on Fire, but it is scheduled as a buddy read, so don't read it.
I've read
Because
half of it.
Parker likes reading it ahead of time. Don't read it, Parker. Don't read it. Ghost Squad and Deep and Darkest Red. So yeah. The
Yeah,
only
that
reason
one.
I'm telling Parker not to read it is because I appreciate Parker's commentary on our Discord. And
Yes, I agree.
yes.
Parker gives like the best. Like I just looked like because I was supposed to. Sorry, Harker, I never finished Dracula. If I finish, I mean I still haven't started Dracula. Um, but being in a group chat with Harker and talking about buddy reads is so great. I just get like all this like, oh hey, it's like nice having them to like converse with.
Yes, I was so glad that they were like always on the Discord because I'm like, who am I gonna scream to about this right now? And then they were like, me, which was great. So I never felt alone. I was like, if I read and scream into this void, Parker's gonna be there.
The other one I want to read is Infinity Sun.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Infinity Sun. Okay, please, can somebody explain to me because I know this is a Latinx squad split because some people liked it, some people didn't, and like I want to read it. And I'm not a fantasy person, so I'm scared by what people are saying. And it's also a fantasy book, so it's like my fear is a little bit compounded. And I don't have it yet either, but I do have the audiobook on Scribd. So like, are we gonna read it? Like, can we body read it together if we want to read it? Because I'm like, I'm gonna need somebody to shout at if I don't understand something, because otherwise I'm just gonna put it down.
Me too.
So, did you read it, Danny, or no?
No, I want to read it.
I
I
haven't
know
read
Yeah,
you
I
it.
have.
haven't
I
read
know
anything by
I have
Adam
the
Silvera.
audiobook, but I don't want to read it without the book itself. So I'm waiting till it like goes down a little bit cheaper because
I
now
wish we
earlier
could do short stories because
you can do what?
I wish we could include short stories or like stories that are part of anthologies because I would love for everyone to read the entirety of Color Outside the Lines. But Anna Marie McLemore has the first story in it, and
Oh
then the last story in it is Adam Silvera, and Adam Silvera wrote a story called Something Gay and Magical, which is a meet cute in a bookstore where one of the main characters is looking for a book, and the bookseller is like, "Well, what do you want to read?" And he's like, "Something gay and magical." Yes, We Set the Dark on Fire is the first one. What's the next one?
We oh my god, it's We Set the Dark on Fire and I forgot the title. We something the storm.
We Unleash the Merciless
We
Storm.
unleashed the merciless storm. There we go. Um, and then look, Knox Parker said that the text is so, but the audio makes it much better. So I think you need the audio for Dracula.
All right, sounds good. I remember reading it when I was like 10, but I haven't read it since then. Oh, also the Stormrunner books. Let's add those. The ones from Rick Riordan's imprint.
Oh, okay.
and Paola Santiago and the River of Tears.
Yes,
Yes, I want to read that so bad.
me
Oh
too.
my
And isn't
goodness, yes,
Sally
yeah,
and Gabby Break the Universe also by an Afro Latinx author?
yes, I think they're
Yeah,
Cuban.
yeah. So
Rick Riordan's imprint is just everything I've ever wanted in my life, to be honest.
yeah, I haven't read any books from the imprint, but thankfully, okay. So let me shout out to the Georgia Public Library in my town. Like their library is so diverse. Like you go to the like YA section display that they have, and it's just like all the books you want. Like literally, Children of Fire and Bone, like just all the like diverse reads are just like straight up displayed there. Like it's just wonderful. And they have like LGBTQIA books and black books and Latinx books. And I'm just like, and you can just ask for libraries for everywhere. Yes,
Clap
Parker,
when you
clap when you
land.
land. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, did we see that UK cover? What?
Yes.
Yes.
I like both covers too. Like, can I have them both?
I
I-
think I prefer the UK cover just a little bit because I think the US cover gets busy.
It does get busy, but I prefer the US cover because I think the girl on the right looks like me. So
Valid.
just saying, her hair's down and curly-ish like this, and I'm like, that's me.
I'm also going to recommend this for a buddy read, even though I didn't like the book. It's The 10th Girl by Sarah Faring.
Oh,
I
I
have it
haven't
on
read it
my
yet.
TBR, yeah. Also, Parker, what do you say no with eyes at the covers? They said no looking, and I'm like, at what?
They're just like no to all of this.
Parker, what did you say no to? And like,
Parker.
Parker. Yeah, let me see. I'm trying to think. I gotta check my Goodreads list. I could tell you a couple more.
The funny thing is, I totally rely on Danny's Twitter for new updates.
You know, I don't. I can relate to that. Oh, Parker
UK
said
cover.
the UK cover. Yeah, you know, Parker, I sort of agree. Like, I like the US cover more, but I can appreciate what people like of the UK cover. The UK cover is brighter. Like that contrast of the orange and like it does look like very eye catching. So I see what you mean. Let me see tags. Latinx books. I have 102 Latinx books on this list. What?
I love that for you. I'm just looking through right now. I'm looking through Carol from Santana Reads blog.
Also, this is not an Afro Latinx author, but I really want to read Goldie Vance, The Hotel Whodunit by Lilian Rivera.
I haven't heard
Just
about
like,
that.
oh, this one.
Yeah.
Let me see if you can see it. It's a comic. It's like a comic, but like there. See?
Ooh, I like
Oh, I
that.
think I've seen the cover. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to read it so bad. Also, color in between the lines. I forgot to say this while you were talking about it. A lot of people do have it listed as Latinx because there's a lot of essays from Latinx authors and Caribbean authors, and like, so it is valid to suggest it as a read for the Gonzalo Reading Challenge. I'm just saying because I've seen it
love
on
that
a
book.
couple. I've seen it on a couple of TBRs because it does have like a fair amount of Latin American authors.
The Paperclip Project. What's that?
I haven't read the other Goldie Vance comics. I just want to read this one because it's written by Lilian Rivera. So I can't comment on the rest of the ones that have been done.
Oh, Dealing with Dreams author.
Yes, the Dealing with Dreams.
Oh,
And
I still
also
need to
like
read that.
Margot Sanchez or something.
Oh, The Education of Margot Sanchez.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I still need to read all those books.
Let me see. Who else do I have?
I still need to read the resolutions.
I haven't read it,
I haven't finished it.
and I haven't read it.
Danny's just looking at all of us like, how dare you?
I have a book, but I don't know if the author is Latinx
Yeah.
or Afro Latinx.
Mm-hmm.
It's Hum Hum.
Hum Hum?
Yeah, by Elisa Allen Agostini.
Like HUM, HUM?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, me neither. Let me look it up. Also, if you like thrillers, there's a Latinx author, and they wrote Pitch Dark, by Courtney Alameda. So, just saying. And I want to read it because I don't feel like I read a lot of thrillers by Latinx authors. Like I've heard of 10th Girl. I've heard of this one.
I need y'all to read The 10th Girl so then I can complain about the ending.
Listen, I've heard some of that, but
If
oh,
anybody
okay.
wants my copy, there's Fideo on the cover, but just ignore it.
So Parker explained. Parker said, um, the first Goldie Vance book, The Paperclip Project, was when the U.S. pardoned Nazis in exchange for their knowledge in sciences. Oh,
Ew, I hate that.
I do hate that. That's good to know. Well, good thing I was only gonna read the one that Lilian Rivera wrote. I wasn't gonna read the rest. But
I
I
want to
like
read this one. I know the author told me
yes,
about the book.
yes, me too. And I'm really hoping that art comes to me
Oh
because
yeah.
she asked me about it, the Dreamweaver.
Yeah, she sent me a message, so I'm waiting for it now too. I'm looking to
Lily
the
Anderson.
tag. Mm.
Lily Anderson has a book. The Only Thing Worse Than Me Is You,
Yes, and
which
people
is
have been
enemies to
raving about
lovers.
it. Yep. And isn't it a retelling of More Ado About Nothing by
Much
Shakespeare?
Ado About Nothing. Yeah.
There we go. So I want to read. Let's see. There's so many. I think I won a copy of The 10th Girl a while ago. Go read it, Parker. You can read that one.
That one
You
already.
read it while we get to the We Set the Dark on Fire, buddy. Read, okay?
In my defense, okay, I'm just gonna say, yeah. So
Yeah.
the internet seems very split on their opinion of this book. Some think that it's like a masterpiece and it's great, and the ending, like, oh my goodness. And then there's people who struggled to get into the beginning and then were like kind of cruising in the middle, and then the ending happened, and it was just like, why did I waste however long of my life on this book?
Oh
I
my
am the
God.
second person.
What was the book that I felt like that too? Hold on.
Was it Dominicana?
Oh God, don't even get me started on that book right now. Um, I think it was one of the books. Oh, Wilder Girls. I know a lot of people liked Wilder Girls, but I absolutely disliked it. I
I
didn't like
DNF'd it.
the ending was awful. The audiobook was awful, so whoever read that should not read it again. And also the gay parts of it, like the LGBTQ parts of it, were so like I could have blinked and missed it. And nope, I just didn't like it at all. And like that ending was like kind of like you watching a movie and it's stopping right smack in the middle of a scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, if it had been a duology, maybe, but like no. Oh, so the Hermit Library Parker said, which book is after Don't Date Rosa Santos? We said we said The Dark on Fire, right?
I thought
Yeah.
we were saving that for June for
No, we said The
the
Dark
Pride
on Fire
Month.
was for fantasy, remember?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Parker said the ending I'll go with you on. Yes.
Also, we're just gonna appreciate the fan art of
Cemetery Boys. Oh
Jules
my
and Yajiel.
God. Maritza. I was like, oh my God. And also Maritza is, I like to point out, Maritza is like Marisol in Adrian's world, like, or Aiden's world, because like Maritza is so beautiful, so key, such a supporter. I love it. I love it.
How about this one? I've been wanting to read this one, and something always happens, and I can never read
I
it.
read it. It's good. The audiobook
have
is amazing because Elizabeth Acevedo.
I
Yeah.
have
Bye, Ciriella.
I haven't read it yet. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Thank
or
you for
how
coming.
Bye, Seriela.
Mm,
I'm just scrolling through Twitter looking for.
yeah, me too. Looking for any of them. Don't know already.
Did y'all enjoy Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia
haven't
Moreno
read it.
Garcia?
And it's so expensive still, so I can't afford it.
I haven't read it.
I
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
it
Same.
and I just can't read adult books to save my life.
I want to read Mexican Gothic though.
Yes, I want that one already.
Yeah.
That one in Cemetery Boys, I just like, I want those arcs. I wish I had them.
I want
Yep.
Cemetery Boys so bad.
So I'm telling you, Cemetery Boys is so atmospheric. Like you just feel like you are surrounded by Mexican culture and just like and it's been taken care of the proper way and I just love it. And fun fact, just because we were talking about AD earlier, they mentioned conchas, and I just had to laugh because
Danny, no.
they mentioned conchas in the right way. So like they finally talked about how delicious conchas are and like why they make them, and like I cried because I was just
I
remembering
really want a concha now.
how greasy conchas, and I was like, that's not a thing.
Anybody know what happened to Danny?
No, I don't know. I'm a messenger. The Poet
Wait.
X. I want to read the Poet X.
Oh, I was
Yes, I
also gonna
haven't read it
say
yet.
with the Fire on High, I already read it, but I feel like I will reread it if we do a buddy read
Yeah,
with the
I
Fire
didn't
on
get to
High.
finish it, so I will definitely join in.
I
It
haven't read it
is
yet,
so bleeping good.
I'll definitely join in for that.
I feel like because we are the Consabor reading challenge, we should mention food in each live stream. So we need a food question for today.
What is your favorite Latinx food? Go.
Mofongo.
Oh, stop it. How can you
Fideo.
say that like that? Si no me lo vas a cocinar yo.
I had it earlier from Matt's barbecue, and I'm just like,
Oh my god. Mofongo is the best. But my mom makes really good sancocho, and she makes really good tostones. And my favorite is like arroz con leche, which is Puerto Rican, and it's like a
me
salty version
too.
of the sweet one.
Like when I get sick, that's what I eat. I don't eat soup. I eat like arroz con leche, and
Arroz con
it's so
leche,
good.
yeah. Oh my god,
Oh
it's
my god.
but people
Oh,
find
is
it
that
so
different than like
weird.
Mexican arroz con leche or
It
no?
is different than Mexican arroz con
Okay.
leche. It's not number one, it's not sweet. And number two, it's like a soup of rice and milk, but it's salty. Like I
Danny's
mean, not
laptop died.
salted. Oh, it died. But it's
Mm.
salted, but it's so good. And most people that I tell about it, they're like, that's disgusting or that's weird. And I'm like, first of all, you haven't tried it, so don't dock it. Um, and like Astrid said, it is something that we eat commonly, like when we're not feeling great.
Mhm.
It's also my depressed soup. Like when I'm not feeling good, I'm like, Mom, can you make me some arroz con leche?
Yeah.
That's
It makes,
fideo for me.
I feel that though. So I just love it when my mom makes that for me.
Y'all
So
know what I had
Mm.
last year, and I can't believe I was missing out on it. Plantains, yo. Like plantains and black beans.
plantains. Do you
They
know
were fried.
I can make fried plantains? I can make mofongo, which are fried and smashed plantains, and I can make mango, which is Dominican, and those are boiled and mashed plantains. And mango is life, my friends, life.
I
So
read with the Fire on High twice last year. I can totally do a third this year. It's definitely
get
going to be a good foodie book. The hardcover is gorgeous,
Mm.
isn't it? Where did I put it?
I have my
I
copy.
have
Hold
it.
on.
Where is it?
Hold
Hold
on.
up. Hold up. I gotta go to the living room and get my coffee, but I'll be right back. Hold up.
I'm here. I haven't read it yet, so like, please let's make it a
Ow!
quick read
I tripped.
together.
I read like a
Oh,
little bit over 100 pages because I was on the blog tour, but I don't know what happened at that time. I couldn't finish it, but I liked it, and I'm like I reviewed it based on what I read so far. But I'm like I need to finish it.
I got it in a book box that was started for Black
Y'all gotta see my cat.
literature.
I gotta get mine. Hold on.
Take the
I remember the name of the
cover
book.
off. Look underneath. Have you not looked underneath the cover before?
Yes, of course I have looked underneath. What? Oh, the first thing I saw. Look at it. Who spends so much artistic time on also the hardcover of their book? Like, what? I loved it. Look at it. Yes.
I got the art though, so it's like for me, I don't have that.
Like,
It's just like this. This is all I get.
I love the recipes in the book.
Yeah.
I haven't read it, so I don't know about any of that, but I'm really excited to read it, and we should make it a buddy read at some point because I want to
Yeah.
like. And I haven't read the Poet X either.
No, I haven't read that one yet.
Like, I need to read
I
the
read
Poet
Poet
X,
X.
Fire and High, clap when you land. I have to read all her books before we get to that.
I thought can you highlight Danny's comment, please?
Yes. My laptop died. For next live, I'm joking to have it fixed. I'm joking to have it
You got
fixed.
2 weeks. Think it was a typo.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, for with the Fire on High, there's 3 different parts.
Uh-huh.
and
Mm.
each part has a recipe before it.
Ooh. I guess
And
I'm
so
gonna be
I kind of
cooking.
want to try them, right? So like, okay, I'm gonna preface this with my Spanish sucks. Um,
That's
so when life
you're
gives
all
you
welcome.
lemon, make lemon verbena tembleque.
Mhm.
Yeah, tembleque. Yeah.
Yeah. So it says serves your heart when you're missing someone you love.
Mm.
And
You
at
know
the
what?
end, it says best eating cold while daydreaming about palm trees and listening to an Ecuador level classic.
Funny enough, I haven't had a tembleque in a hot minute.
I don't know what it is.
It's like a oh my god. I would say it looks like a flan. Most times they make it in a container that looks like a flan, but it shakes. That's why they call it a tembleque. Because like if you take the plate and go like this, it shakes.
Hmm.
And the Spanish word for shaking is called temblar. So like tembleque, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty legit.
Have you ever had
I
like canoas? Oh my
Cano-
mom makes them so good.
wait. Have I ever had what?
Canoas.
Yes.
Oh, I love those.
Canoas. Oh my god.
God,
did we ever say which like where like in Latin like what our Latinx heritage is?
No.
no. 2 hours into the show, guys.
I love I love Parker like my tembleque reenactment. It was great. Um, one of these times, if we do read with the fire and high, we should like make one of the recipes and just like eat it on the live and be like, "This what's up, guys." I'm
Yes,
just
I'm
saying,
Mm.
down. What's
like
the
I've heard,
easiest recipe? I call that.
I call that. I'll have my mom help me. Oh my
I
god.
don't know if this is like a Latinx author per se, but I wanted to read this one.
They
Yes,
are. They're
he
Cuban
is
American.
Latinx. Yeah,
Okay, I was
They
doubting
he
it,
looked
but
started
it
it
up.
and they never
I
finished
forget
it.
who asked, and
and this one, I haven't read it yet. I need
in
it.
the country we love. Yeah, no, I haven't read that one either.
Never.
Oh,
Mm.
what was I gonna say? Yeah, so about our heritage. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. I do speak Spanish. Um, I speak it often in my house and outside of my house, but apparently I don't speak it enough online. I've debated making reviews in Spanish, but I'm afraid that I might forget the words that I need and it'll end up being a Spanglish
Mhm.
review. So I'm not sure.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, and I moved to the United States when I was 16, so I've lived here for about 11 years. And yeah, nothing can replace Puerto Rico. The United States is mean. Okay, moving on.
Mm.
Wait, you're older than me?
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, I'm older than you by 8 years, Knox.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
You're a whole college student.
I think Danny's the youngest, no, though, right?
No, not well. Oh yeah, in this group probably.
Hmm.
In
Yeah.
the Latinx squad, there's a 16-year-old girl, so
I
she's
think,
It's like,
am I
who?
the
Oh,
oldest
Carol,
one?
huh?
Because I'm turning 29 in next month.
I don't know. Isn't Carmen older?
Yeah, Carmen in our group chat. Yeah,
Yeah.
But here, I think you're the oldest,
yeah.
Let me answer my mom real quick. My mom's calling.
right? While you're doing that, I'm mixed race, but on my mom's side, I'm Mexican.
I was born in Puerto Rico. I moved here when I was like, I think 15, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but my dad is like New Rican, so I always grew up with the language. I always watched like movies in English and songs in English, so I don't really.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't think I'm Hispanic because of the way I am and the
Mm-hmm.
things I like. And in that sense, I always felt that way. But I basically grew up all in Spanish. My mom is completely Spanish as well. But with my dad, I learned English all the time talking to him. And in our house, it's always Spanglish. Even my sisters that are younger that were born here, and we talk to them in Spanish sometimes, and they reply in English back. But they have learned a little bit of Spanish because of us too. But I think from my house, I'm the only one that's like fully bilingual because I can actually like talk, write it, read it all in Spanish and English too. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
I
my mom just
mean,
called me, so she called me to say, "Didn't you say you were gonna be down here at o'clock?"
is that our cue to wrap it up?
Yeah, essentially. So I got 15 more minutes.
Also,
So we did
Parker is
hour.
34.
Yeah. Oh, Parker, 34. That's awesome. How old is your baby?
I'm a whole child compared to y'all.
Honestly, like I'm flattered that you thought that I wasn't older than you. Like flattered. Fun
Well,
fact: I went with my mom to a religious retreat this weekend, and she introduced me because I'd never met her friends. And my mom was like, "Yeah, she's 28," and her friend goes, "Oh my god, I thought she was as old as my daughter, like 18." And I was like, "Bless your soul."
I always get like my mom is my twin sister kind of
I
thing. And it's
Yeah.
like there's always my parents, myself, and then there's the three oldest. I'm the oldest one. Then my brother, my sister, and then I have
Mhm.
the two younger sisters. So when they see us, I think the girls are mine, and then my mom and I are twins, even though they're my younger sisters.
Funny.
So it's just like awkward sometimes. They're like, "Oh, the grandma, the daughter, and the two daughters," and we're like, "No." So it's kind of weird sometimes because the girls they look a lot like me too, especially the oldest one. Her personality is just a lot like me too. So it's just interesting to see how people guess it around. And when you go to the church and they're like, "Oh, Happy Mother's Day," and I look at my mom like, "I'm never coming here for Mother's Day again. I'm never coming back." Every time it's Mother's Day, I'm like, "Okay, I'll see you after the service because I don't want to be there. Sorry." Let's see. So you saying Harker or Parker?
I'm saying Parker.
their name's Harker.
Oh, Harker. I'm sorry.
I thought you were saying Parker. I'm like, nah. I'm not gonna say. I don't think so.
You should have said something. You've let
I
me call them the wrong name this whole feed.
I did.
I
Oh
can't
no,
believe.
because you were saying it. You were saying Hart. I knew you were saying Harker earlier, so I thought I
No,
was just
I've
hearing you
never,
wrong.
I've never been. I haven't said Harker one time
Oh, I thought
because
I heard you saying it
because I
correctly, so
didn't.
I thought I was just hearing you wrong later on.
No, I didn't know their name, so I got it from you, and I thought I heard you saying Parker.
I thought I heard Parker earlier too. That's what I'm
I'm
like.
sorry, Harker. I know your name now. I will address you
I'm
accordingly.
sorry. I'm sorry, Fred. I thought. Oh, I thought. Okay.
I can't believe you left me hanging like that, Knox. We're gonna talk about this
I,
later.
this was my first and last stream with the quotes. Okay.
Oh,
What are
I
the
love
dates we're doing for Rosa Santos?
it. February 10th to
Woo!
February 22nd.
Yeah.
So starting
Tomorrow's my
tomorrow.
mom's birthday. Woo!
Oh, speaking of which, I don't have a copy of Don't Date Rosa Santos. I just have the audiobook.
Oh,
So
my laptop's about to die. Hold up.
I
I
got
like
it.
the audible for it though.
Yeah, me too. But because I can't read audiobooks by themselves, I have to go get the digital copy.
I think. Hold on.
I also pre-ordered Ghost Squad
I haven't done it
Hey.
yet.
because I learned that they don't charge you for pre-orders until they ship it. So I was like, oh, that's okay. I always thought I paid.
Wait, they don't?
Wait, no, they don't.
I know Barnes and Nobles did it for
Yo.
me.
Yeah, pre-orders, Amazon won't charge you until after they send like
Yeah, when they get released.
Oh,
yeah.
that's great. I'm totally
Oh,
gonna pre. Now
do
I
you
don't have
have
to worry about
Hoopla?
pre-order.
If you have
No,
Hoopla with the library app, you can have the ebook.
I know, but the thing is my library doesn't participate in Hoopla or Libby. They have their own RB library system and it's not
Um,
there. I was like, no.
yeah, that one, and I think, let me see. Because I have Hoopla and I have Overdrive for both, and I have Script too.
I have Libby. Oh my
I
god.
tried Libby, but I didn't like it. I don't know. I felt weird about it. I guess I have to try again.
No,
I like
I'm really a
it.
first Scribd supporter. Like if they ever want to sponsor my channel, I would
Me too.
yeah. Like
Look,
literally.
downloads. And you look,
I have
first
so many. I know.
right there.
I have told people like the other day I shared it when I made
Nothing.
the list of Latinx books that were available on Scribd.
Everything's there.
Nice. I shared the list that I made of Latinx books on Scribd, and people actually joined Scribd through my link, which is like 2 months of free Scribd. And I'm like,
Yes.
I would have too, like 2 months of Scribd. Yes.
I did it too. I think Rachel Marie was the one that she did it for the
Yeah.
for a readathon. She shared her link, and that's the one I used for the first 2 months. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
I
like
did
it.
mine too through somebody that gave me their link as well. So
Oh, the Scholastic Book Fair. I
oh
miss it.
man, I miss it. Ah.
Oh,
That Scholastic book fair.
Yo.
I used to beg my mom. We used to have it in my school library, and I used to beg to have money to buy some stuff. Like, oh,
You best believe that was the best time of the month. I get the catalog. I'm just circling books nonstop. They're like, okay, you can get 2. And
no.
I'm like, it's like if I did really good that month, I get extra. I just remember like those were the days.
Also, today I was supposed to apply to Publishers Weekly, but I was fixing a live stream, so I'll, I'll apply tomorrow.
I'm still like debating if I do Las Musas. I was thinking about like applying for it, but I'm like I don't have anything like planned out on what I want to write. So.
Oh, like yeah, because they have that sponsorship, right? I want to do.
I wanted to do that too.
I want to do the fellowship with the Latinx and Pub.
Mm.
They have a. You should look it up. It's like it's a also for anybody on the chat that's interested in that. They have a fellowship in Pub where like you get connected to like publishers and editors and stuff like that.
Do you have to be from New York though?
No, it's remote.
Oh heck yeah! Hold up, I need that
Yeah.
link.
Because Included sent it to me. Actually, let me see if I find it.
We should really, as a group, like on the Twitter, start reposting things like that.
I do. I've been. You know what? I should go through our well, right. You're not in it, but in the Latinx squad, I share a lot of that. Sorry, sorry. I really need to press the candy. I'm sorry.
If I didn't know you, that would have felt like shade.
Astrid,
Like,
don't let me
well, we've
forget.
been. Oh wait, you're not a part of.
No, I didn't mean it like
It's
that.
like Natalia has been there for a while. I'm new, and you're not in it, so we're like in between
Yeah,
there.
well, no, I haven't been in it for a while. They added me like I would say towards the well, I guess compared to y'all, but they
Yeah.
added me like I think Carmen reached out to me like maybe last year, like beginning of last year, around January ish, and then I wasn't really actively participating until maybe like mid year. So like I
Natalia's
would
like,
go by, but
I haven't been in there that much longer than the rest of you. I'm not part of it now, am I?
we're gonna make it happen, Knox. Okay. And Harker also said, "Such a trial. How did you choose?"
How did I choose what book I was gonna read? Well, if it was Rick Riordan, that was an automatic yes.
I don't. I think I was reading a lot of Arthur at that time.
like
I
the like the aardvark.
yes,
Hey.
and I also read a lot of like fantasy. I actually read a lot more fantasy when I was a child. Funny enough. So like I was reading like Inkheart, the Inkheart trilogy, Dragon Riders, like Cornelia Funke was like my thing. Midnight for Charlie Bone, like a lot of like fantastical things. Also, I don't know if Midnight for Charlie Bone came out before Harry Potter, but if it did, Midnight for Charlie Bone is definitely better. And it has 8 books, which I want to reread actually because I don't think as a child I finished the whole series. I think I only got to like book 5. So
Cornelia Funke had like it's like a very small series where they had a bunch of ghosts. It was like a series with like these kids who are like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to look this up. Hold up.
you know she just wrote the book for Pam's Labyrinth, right?
She did?
Yeah. She's the author for Pam's Labyrinth. I want it so bad.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. I'm looking up Cornelia
And
Funke ghosts.
the cover is stunning. Like, let me see if I find it. Also, I found out today or on Friday when I went to the library that Dragon Rider has a sequel. I had no idea. And the second book was in the library, and I was like, what?
Yes, here they are. It was Ghost Hunters.
Oh.
So there was Ghost Hunters and the incredibly revolting ghost. Ghost Hunters and the gruesome invisible lightning ghost. Ghost Hunters and the totally moldy Baroness. And Ghost Hunters and the Muddy Monster of Doom, and each one had like an index in the back with all the abbreviations for the different kinds of ghosts, and it was a whole thing. And I just remember loving those books. The Dear America Diaries, I remember those.
I haven't read those. I read a lot of Judy Moody.
Yes.
So many. Oh my gosh, she was like my life. Also, I'm so happy that Harker said that Pan's Labyrinth is good because I want to read it. I'm trying to find the cover though.
I need to start the Inkworld trilogy.
Honestly, Inkheart, Ink Death, and Ink Spell are like so good, so good. Like I feel like even if I reread them now, which I plan on it, I would still very much enjoy them. And I like the movie despite people hating it, but I enjoyed the movie.
Is the movie the one with Brendan Fraser?
Yes.
I
But I
just remember,
actually felt like it did it enough justice, I think. At least as a child, I thought it was fine.
I just remember Brendan Fraser being in a lot of movies that people hated. Like around that time, it was Inkheart. Then there was a Journey to the Center of the Earth,
Uh-huh.
and then George of the Jungle, which
Oh my
I
god.
still love that George of the Jungle movie.
Oh my god. Friends, I have to depart. Because otherwise mom is gonna scold me again because we're supposed to go watch Next in Fashion, which by the way you should totally watch on Netflix.
Lillian's coming back to say goodbye, just in case.
Okay. And this
We've
is the
been here
cover.
for 2 hours.
This is the cover for Labyrinth. It looks amazing.
Ooh, I like it.
Also, I am going to say, it really did ruin the book's possibility of being continued as a film series. Like they decided not to at all. But I have to go. It was lovely to chat with y'all for 2 hours, and I'm so glad Harker is also watching Next in Fashion because me and my mom are obsessed, and like Minju and Angel, yes. Also,
Next time we'll know to schedule this for 2 hours.
we will definitely do that. So
In a way.
Alright, yeah, Leland's here. Hermosa, y'all are still here. We're just about to leave. You just came back. Bye. I think, are we still live? Can they still see us?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, bye, y'all. It was nice seeing you. Good night. Night, Harker. Night, Leland. Hope y'all have a good day. And night, Astrid.
Bye, good night.
Okay.